everybody, happy Friday. I hope you're doing very, very well. And it's one of the final videos of 2023. Yes, wow, it goes so fast. I thought I'd show you a shirt that, well, technically I purchased in July and I probably had in this room somewhere since at least August. So definitely plenty overdue. It's done a little bit of travelling to get here, and it's a shirt that I really am looking forward to seeing in person. It wasn't cheap, this one. It's not a special shirt, but it has a lot of additional stuff that I've added onto it. So I'm pretty excited to see it in person. It's my favourite manufacturer. Gives you an idea of what it's going to be. And it's a club that's, well, it's kind of iconic, though they've recently not been doing too well. So I'll give you some clues there. Once I show you what's inside, you might have an idea. So hopefully this is fine. It's covered in so many, you know, sort of customs and stuff like that. Luckily I didn't have to pay anything extra, but just think it's got a pull tag on it. Is that going to work? That did nothing. Okay, fine. In fact, why are we being so nice? Come on. I can't even grab it. There we go. More custom stuff. Okay then, so we have another one. Fine. Let's keep going. It's like pass the parcel. Da-da-da. So I have my receipt. What is it saying? Yeah, it's telling me how much I've spent. Definitely don't want to see that again. Now then, here we go. So, there it is. I mean, that just there should give it away. I think that's the club's first ever logo it used. Pretty sure of it. And there it is. Now then. Let's get it open. To be honest, I've kind of forgotten what I did to this shirt. It feels really warm. It's been near the radiator. Let's go. Now then, so here is the rear of the shirt. So it's a yellow shirt. It has the sponsor on the bottom there, which I paid for as an extra. You have the very typical banding here, which doesn't always feature on just the third. It could be on the home shirts, it could be on the away shirts there. And then you have also the typical sailor sort of silhouette there, which is on the back of the neck on this occasion. On the sleeve, you have that sponsor, which I also paid for. And then on this sleeve, you have the Serie A patch, which I also paid for. It's that silicone one. It's an interesting one. This is a very elasticated version of a Macron shirt. It reminds me a little bit of the Bologna shirt I have, which is pretty cool. Come on, I'm just absolutely failing at this. Just because it's elasticated, it just kind of folds up a little bit. And there we go. So we have the front of the shirt. So we have another sponsor there, which I also purchased. I'm trying to think, did that come on the shirt always? I'm sure when I was looking at images, I'm going to have to... Maybe I got it wrong, and maybe it is there, but I have a feeling that's extra as well. We'll find out soon enough, won't we? Another sponsor there, which I added, and then we have the crest. I mean, to be honest, this crest here is... It's pretty much the reason why I went and bought this shirt. I just love that crest. It is, again, a throwback crest to, I think it's probably in the 60s when they used this. So I hope, and I suspect probably a lot of you already know who this is, but it has a lot of old stuff. You know, previous colours of the club that existed before it. So it is all there, I suspect. But there we go. So there is the shirt. Has a bit of travelling. So let me dress the mannequin, and then I'll just give you some more information about it. Okay then, so there is the shirt. Again, it's a bit awkward to put it on the mannequin because it's one of those skin fit ones, so it sort of molds to your body. So if you're able to find a place that does sort of sell it, yeah, probably buy a size up there. I don't know if it said on the website if you were advised to do that, but you know, I obviously haven't done that. The team is Sampdoria, of course it's Sampdoria. And it's their third shirt from last season. So this was one that I had my eye on pretty much the entirety of the season. As soon as it was released, I was like, I'm going to get that shirt with that crest. I kept paying attention to it, and shirts in Italy are just really expensive. I thought I'll wait until the end of the season for the price to drop. Now, let me have a look at this receipt. I'm pretty sure it did. But it doesn't seem like it says it there, but it's got all the additional stuff on. So I'm sure there was a price drop of maybe 20 euros. In the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot considering what I've spent, but it's certainly every little helps. This one cost me 99 euros for the shirt itself, which is about 85 pounds. Shipping was like 20 euros, so it's probably close to 100 pounds that I spent just for this one shirt. As I mentioned, I bought it with all these additional sponsors on there, which I'm sure they were like, it was like 5 euros per sponsor, and it would be a bit silly just to grab like that one. So I don't know. And also obviously the patch there. Now some people would probably prefer to have it without it, and I totally understand that, because a classic shirt, references to previous versions, there's a lot of sponsors going on. Yeah, I understand if you wanted to grab one, you might get a plain one, and obviously you'd save some money also. So I bought this one directly from the club store. You could have got it from the Macron store also, but it wouldn't have had the sponsors on there. So I'm not really sure if you can buy it still. You certainly can't buy it from club store, but maybe you can buy the sponsorless version somewhere floating around. As I mentioned, I bought this in July. It was the end of season sales, so it's almost 6 months on. So yeah. Now, of course, the club, they are based in Genoa and were founded in 1946, which to me seems younger than I was anticipating, but I think it was just because there were clubs that merged previously before that. Now, the club currently play in Serie B, so second division of Italian football, and this season they currently sit in mid-table. It might be surprising for some people, if they're not paying too much attention to Italian football, that they're actually in that division. Well, the reason for that is because last season they finished last. So yeah, this shirt here definitely won't be sort of one that the fans will be looking to remember in the future, because obviously it's associated with what would be most likely a absolutely terrible season there, and it doesn't seem like things have improved massively this season. Historically, they have won the first division just once, in 1990-1991. It's sort of that 90s, the beginning of 90s Italian football. And Sampdoria have got one of those kind of cult sort of kits. It's mainly the home shirts, of course, and then you throw in an away shirt. It's those colours. They are pretty cool, and I have been tempted just to get a home shirt because they are so rather iconic. But I really like yellow, and like I mentioned, I like that crest there. Now, of course, being based in Genoa, they have a fierce rivalry with the other team from Genoa. Genoa, I think they crossed leagues, didn't they? Did they get promoted again back to Serie A and then went down? So they won't be able to play each other unless they meet in the cup. Unless, of course, I've gotten that wrong. Now, when you look at the squad for Sampdoria, we come across another random Englishman. This time it's a gentleman called Ronaldo Vieira. Not quite English there. Born in Guinea-Bissau, raised in Portugal, and then played for the England under-21s because he transferred across when he was younger from Benfica to England because of better opportunities. Leeds fans will be familiar with this player, but that's it. So technically he's played for the English national team, but reality is he's not really Englishman. You know what I'm saying. But you'll probably be a little bit more familiar with the current manager of Sampdoria, and it's Andrea Pirlo. Yes, Andrea Pirlo's their manager. Obviously, he's had a few jobs already in his relatively young career, but I don't know how long he's been there for necessarily, but if they're in mid-table, it suggests that maybe not quite going as well as he would have hoped there. Now, the shirt is manufactured by Macron, so we know it's going to be a pretty nice shirt. Must admit, I'm not a huge fan of elasticated stuff, as I mentioned previously, so I'd have preferred it to be just the standard way, but other than that, I can get over it. On the back of the neck, is the silhouette of the sailor, which has been present within the club from at least the 70s, whether it be in a crest or just some sort of graphic. It seems to be just like something if it was in like a Disney sort of comic or something. That's where they pulled it from, but yeah, that's pretty cool, and that's also another reason why people buy the shirts, because of that. Also, you have the St. George's Cross, which is this one here, which is obviously present on the front. common for other Italian teams to also have that. And the main reason why I picked it is because of the crest. And it is a crest that's a throwback to one used in the 60s. I think if they were to change anything to one permanently, this is one I would go to. Now, the club is famed for their home shirts, which of course have a blue body with some white featuring, and also they generally have this band here, which is I think if I remember correctly, a combination of the clubs that were merged to form this one here, and it's also, obviously you can see it there. So it's nice that they still can pay a tribute to it, and also I think Sampdoria is, the natural name is a combination of the two teams also. So I think one of them was called Doria, and the other one was Samp something or other. So yeah, that's pretty smart, that is. So there we go. Yeah. Was it worth the wait? Yeah, I'd say so. You know, it's pretty cool. You've got these small little things on the trims at the bottom there with the colours. You know, there we go. So I think I have 29 or so. 29? Yeah, 29. That sounds about right. Italian teams. I have in my shelf over there, I've got plenty more Italian teams to add to the collection and show you. But that's it, really. So yeah, cool. Next time I show you a video probably will be Tuesday, which means Christmas will come and gone. Now, as I always say, at this time of the year, regardless of what you are doing, whether it's something that you celebrate, you know, seriously, or if it's just an opportunity to get home from work, stay away from school, college, or whatever it is, I hope you're having a good time. I hope you get to spend some time with your loved ones, family, and friends. And of course, if you are getting some presents, I hope you find yourself with some football shirts underneath that tree. I know I'm going to be getting some because I've kind of told them which ones to get me. Well, certainly my mum and my brother are getting 2 shirts from a particular country, and then my dad, I just sent him a bunch of URLs from classic football shirts when they were doing their 20% off, and I said, look, just pick one of these. So technically I know what shirts it could be, though I've kind of forgotten most of them, but I won't know which one explicitly. I hope one of them in particular, because looking at the website recently, they've sold out. So yeah, otherwise, if I don't get that one, I won't be able to buy it. So, you know, that's the risk we take. So that's it. You know, thank you for everything. You know, I understand I had a bit of a break, but, you know, it's always just been a little bit of fun for me, these videos. I'm doing this anyway, and if I can just share this with some people and we get to learn some stuff, then, you know, why the hell not? So I will see you on Tuesday. I will probably just show you the shirts I got for Christmas. I'll just throw them all into one. You know, I've got plenty of other stuff to come, so there's no point dragging it out. And then, yeah, I'll see what I do on Friday. Maybe that's the video I do to show the best shirts of the year. Yeah, I think that's how it should fall. Anyway, thank you as always for watching my videos. Hope you have a great time ahead, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!